good? Aloha, shalom, everybody. I'm here for the new moon activation. It's been months. It's been a long time, so it's going to be really good to do this with you guys. Today, I am in a really weird place right now. As you can see, not the usual. I'm in a really weird nook, but I'll do whatever it takes to get this activation to the collective consciousness. So thank you for seeing me and loving me for this craziness. I know y'all understand. I know you're with me, and I know you support this, whatever it takes to get the message out, right? So today is the new moon, and so the new moon is all about a new beginning. Think of the dark night sky. It's like a fresh, clean slate. So we're going to inquire with the Archetypal Alliance, of course, about a message of the week. Sort of like a little map to get through this week with the most grace possible, with the most ease and with the least amount of crisis. I'm going to go ahead and begin to shuffle while you're all tuning in. So go ahead and get yourself into that space, into that place, the center, the very center of the center, the heart. Whew. Just take some breaths, let go of everything. Come into that space of timelessness, that place outside of time and space. Remember that when we shuffle the deck, we're waking up all the different parts of our awareness. We're waking up all the different parts of self. This deck is like the whole, and each card is a different part of that whole. You could see it as the collective. Each card is a different part of the collective, or the deck is you, and each card is a different part of you, or it's the brain, and each card is a different neural pathway. Okay, so we're shuffling them up, meaning we're touching them, we're waking them up, we're calling them forth. There's no wrong or right way to shuffle the deck. Don't ever let anybody tell you what is right or wrong. You got to feel it for yourself. That's the most important thing. You know when you're done. You know when you've fully activated every card in the deck. You can feel it within yourself because it's a reflection. And then I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the Hebrew cards. They look like this. If you've never seen them before, I made this deck myself. Looks like this on the side. And it works the same way as the tarot. So we're just going to go ahead and shuffle and wake up all of the pieces, all of the parts of the one whole. So already giving thanks to the archetype spaces of the one for this message that's about to come through. That means giving thanks to you, giving thanks to me, to we, to the one. We are all made up of these archetypes. So we're giving thanks to this one. All right. Beginning with the tarot cards. Thank you for this message. We know it's going to help us. We know it's going to activate exactly what we need, the message that we need for this week ahead. Beginning with the challenge and gift, which is also known as the current focus. Something we're stepping away from. And now with the Hebrew cards, pulling the ally of the week, as we usually do. Boom. All right, let's begin with the current focus, also known as the challenge and gift. Woo! Starting off with a major arcanum card. You guys already know, even though we haven't been together in a while live like this, I'm sure you recall that powerful energy. And here is a reflection of that. We have pulled together the Justice card, also known as balance. It's card number 8. You can see it's a little old here, but you can see I changed the number on the card. I have videos if you want to know why. But it's about a manipulation within the modern tarot deck. Okay, so card number 8. This is the current focus. We're coming to a place of justice, balance. Now is the time. Don't try to get too involved with the material details of the situation. Come into your heart. Know that that is where the ultimate balance lies. That is where the key lies. So for example, if you hold anything up to the truth of the heart, you will see if it's in alignment or not. Use the heart, the center, as a key, as a code to decipher what is in balance and what is out of balance in your life right now. Right now, we're receiving powerful opportunities. And remember, these archetypes are always relevant. But we pulled this one for a reason. It's a primary focus right now. We're being supported by the current energies at this particular time in space to do this work of balancing our karma, our karmic debts. Where have we been feeling super charged up emotionally? That's going to be a key. Wherever you've been feeling charged up emotionally, look there, start there. Wherever you've been feeling not just charged up emotionally, but where you've been feeling so right, so righteous, start there. There is an imbalance there. We need to see where we've been feeling so sure of ourselves, enter those spaces, and insert humility. This is a key right now. This is a key. This is a great place to start. And from there, you'll be guided to other areas that need to be balanced out in your life. But the main thing is look to where you think you are so right. You are so sure of yourself, and think again, because always, always, always the truth shows us that when we think we know, we don't. And a lot of the time, these lessons revolve around people, right? Because it's all really about relationship. It's all only one, so it's all the self. It's relationship to self. But we experience that dynamic mostly in relationships with others, who we perceive as others, especially those who we think we know so well. Family, lovers, close relationships, our children, wherever we think we know this person, we just know how it's going to go, we are setting ourselves up for failure. Because that familiarity is what gives us the comfort to remain arrogant, to remain with a lack of humility. And then we get ahead of ourselves and we start subconsciously writing a script, projecting a script so that it comes true. Whereas if we just opened our mind a bit, released that idea that we know this person, we know what's going to happen, then we can leave space for the mystery to unfold. And this is really how it should be in all areas of our lives. So start with relationships, with people we're close with, and ask, how am I projecting a story? And your ego is going to try to tell you, but you do know this person. You know how it's going to be. You know what they're going to say. And we don't. The more the ego says that, the more you can bet it is not true. The more you can bet that we need to do the opposite. We need to let go. We need to clear the space, clear the story, and leave room for the mystery. And what this does is it doesn't only allow a space for others to shift and grow and change in miraculous ways. It leaves that space for us to grow as well in those ways. It leaves the mystery not just for others, but for us. Because we're all connected and we reflect each other in this growth and in this expansion. So it's time to stop thinking we know. And it's time to bring in more humility and leave space for the mystery. Okay, Queen of Pentacles is what we can let go of a little bit, loosen our grip. And she is all about weaving our heart into our material reality, okay? So what this message combined is telling us is that we can kind of let go of like creating and making more of a reality for ourselves physically. Before we can ensure that we've come to that place of balance, we need to do this work, right? If we don't come to this place of balance, come into humility, let go of what we think we know, right? Like come back to that karmic place of justice. Then we can come back to this project of creating, weaving a reality that's in reflection of our hearts. Because we're not in the heart when we're not in balance. So we're deceiving ourselves. So long as we continue with this and we skip this work that's so needed right now, we're going to continue to half-ass our reality. We're going to continue to create a reality that's quite lacking in love. We can't weave our maximum potential of love into our reality without doing this work. If there's a lack of humility, there's no doing this. We're deceiving ourselves. We're going to go on creating and actually wasting our energy, because in the end, we're going to have to reel it back in and refine and redo and redo and redo and redo. And ultimately, that's what this life is about, right? A refining process and redoing. Yes, yes. But we don't want to make unnecessary work for ourselves. Work smarter, not harder. Besides, all this, right? Pentacles represents thoughts to things. All these things are temporary anyway. The real important thing behind this card is about ensuring we weave our heart into our physical reality, no matter what that physical reality is going to look like. It's really about the heart. Because the material things are temporary. So it doesn't even matter. So pull back. Focus on coming back to your center, back to balance, back to a place of humility. And then we can worry about the material reality we're creating and be sure that we're coming from a place of balance, that we're coming from a true place of the heart and not a place of self-deception to where we're creating more unnecessary work for ourselves, which we're just going to have to knock down and redo anyway. Let's have a solid foundation. Okay, so this can apply to anything, your relationships, maybe you're moving somewhere, a project, a new job. It's not going to be its best if we don't come to this place of humility and rebalance ourselves. Come back to that place. And I'm not giving you a timeline. Time is not even real. You know. You will know when you're in this space. But it's up to you to really feel it. Now, the ally of the week is the Qaf. Qaf. Okay? Q-U-O-F if you want to look it up, or Q-U-F it's often spelled like. It's a Hebrew letter. It's the 19th letter of the alphabet, and it's connected to the tarot card, the Sun. So as you're going through this process, remember to focus on your true light. Shining a true light from within. What is the quality of the light you are shining? Is it superficial? How far does that light reach? And what is that light really doing? What kind of light is it? And what is it doing? What kind of light are you shining? What is the quality of the light you're shining? All right, think about it this way. If you're building a reality, but you haven't come to that place of balance yet, and you think you're weaving your heart into everything, but you're in a place of ego, you're shining an artificial light. It's not really going to do anything. It might be like, oh, cool, a little illumination. It's not really illuminating the depths of what we're here to illuminate. You're not actually bringing a light that is eternal, which exists inside of you and is waiting to shine out into the world. You're not actually shining that light if you don't do this work. So we need to do this work. Come back to balance. Come back to the heart, to humility. And then we can shine this light from within, the heart, and weave that light into our reality, which then raises the vibration of everything and everyone around us, which enlivens and activates our purpose. This is why we're here. And it helps to create a reality that's going to bring sustainable results, that's going to bring goodness for generations to come. So the ally is the Qaf, because it's reminding us to focus on the true light that is within us, to focus on the quality of that eternal light, so that we can remain familiar with our mission and purpose and who we really are, the essence of who we really are, eternal light. So that when we're familiar with that frequency, we can detect whether or not we're shining that quality of light into our process, into what we're doing, shining that light onto all situations and onto all relationships in our lives. So if we remember and we stay connected to the frequency of that most high light, it will help us as we move through this process. We'll be able to see, am I really in my heart? Am I really doing the work to rebalance, to recenter, to come into humility? Because if I'm not, I'll feel it, because I'm tuned in. And you can tune in anytime. It's always there, here within you, forever. Remember, tune in. You can tune in right here, right now. And just tuning in gets you ahead of the game. And just tuning in, the more you do it every moment, because you do it one moment's not enough. You got to hold it at the forefront of your awareness to become so familiar with it that you ultimately anchor it in and you activate it and you shine it forth, because that is the result of the law. When you carry this in your awareness and you consciously carry that intention to be connected to that light, you shine it because you become aware of it, you remain aware of it, you anchor into it. Therefore, you are filled with it, and it pours out of you into all that you see and do. So hang on to that true light, the sun within, and embody that. If you just do that, if you just stay focused in mind, right, in thought, speech, and action on that light, you anchor it in, it's going to make this process natural. It's going to carry you through. That's our way of saying, God, Source, One, be with me, and I'll follow you. And then it takes all of the extra thoughts out of your mind. It provides a clear path to doing this work. So let's do it. We got this. Relax, pull back from the material creations for a moment. Come back to yourself. Remember that none of it is going to be sustainable until we are coming from a place of the heart, and humility is key right now. All virtues are always key, but humility is the main one right now. It's what we need to come back to a place of karmic balance and come back into the heart. And know that when we do that, we will weave that light into everything, and therefore it will make our thoughts, our words, and our actions high vibrational, worthwhile, sustainable, and helpful for the generations to come. We got this. I see you. Let's do it. We're doing it. If y'all want to know more about these archetypes, what they mean, how they exist inside of you, don't forget I have Royal Path 1 and 2, my books that go into it. You don't even need a deck of cards to work with the book, so please reach out to me, private message me, email me, info@royalpathtarot.com. You can find all that on my page here. This video will go to YouTube and Instagram, Rebecca Magic. For those of you who want to share this video and your friends aren't on Facebook, you'll be able to do it there. Please hit the share button if your friends are on Facebook. Consider sharing this message with someone who really needs it right now, or with someone who's very strong and can add power to this portal. Please share it with Facebook groups, with your family and friends, or whomever you feel called. Trust your intuition. Trust that you know who needs to receive this video. Let's get this portal out there. Let's get it activated. And don't forget, I am doing a special only for a couple more days right now on my course. It is the occult symbolism of the tarot. There is a 60 to 90 minute class on every single major arcanum card. It's different from the book, pairs well together. It goes into the symbols, particularly, of each of the cards. A lot of golden nuggets up in there, people, and it's half off right now. So if you want the video file, also reach out to me, private message me. Thank you for your donations. I'm going to post my link. You can also Venmo Rebecca-Magic, PayPal.com/Rebecca Magic, as it's spelled here, magic with a CK. I will post those links. Thank you for giving back. If this message touched you and you want to give back, that's an awesome way. Another way to give back is to leave me a review on my page here on Facebook. You can leave a star review. You'll see there's like 50 something reviews on there. You just click it, boom, leave a review. If you've read my book, you can leave a review on Amazon.com, find my book, leave a review there, or just private message me what you thought about it. I also have a very special offering right now. Private message me if you want the link to subscribe to a very special channel where I'm giving content you're not ever going to see here. Special content taking you along on my private journey in the beautiful land of the Red Rocks I live in, taking you on hikes to the creek, to the springs, offering excerpts from rare esoteric literature that I have. Private readings, little special readings on there, uplifting messages from the archetypes, and elemental magic and blessings. So if you want to subscribe to this channel, please leave a comment below, private message me, I'll send you the link. The cost is less than one reading per month. It's literally less than 1/2 hour session per month. So you get a whole lot for that cost. So please private message me if you're into it. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for putting up with my speedy channel. You know how it is. I mean, if you've been here before, you know. And if it was your first time, congratulations, you survived to the end. And I'll see you guys for the next activation. I may post a written one next week. Just stay tuned. Follow me here. Check me out on Instagram and YouTube. And stay connected. You never know when I'm going to pop up. Thank you. Shalom. Aloha.